What is up, bros? Me, Josh here. In today's video, we're going to go over a monster game I had in the Hindenburg yesterday. And this thing, I hadn't played the Hindenburg in a long time. I've been playing almost exclusively ranked battles for like the past 2 weeks, I think, easy. Maybe 3 weeks I've been playing only ranked battles, which we did just hit rank 1, so that's pretty awesome. It was our 7th time hitting rank 1. So good luck to all you guys out there. You still got a little bit more time as of when I'm making this video to get rank 1, so get out there, have fun. I always recommend, if you are pushing for rank 1, keep going, but take breaks here and there, because rank can be very salt inducing, getting on some bad teams consistently or just not playing very well. Take a break. Don't get on the super tilt that you can get in ranked battles. Take a break, play something that's not so RNG related, come back, play better, and then keep pushing forward and getting those stars. If you have no interest in getting rank 1, I always recommend pushing to rank 12. If you have no real interest, pushing as far as you can, because the rewards for those early ranks are actually pretty solid. Get a lot of flags and a lot of stuff that can just really benefit you to just playing random battles. So today, when you get out of ranked battles, and a little pro strat right there, as you can see, I was kind of stopping, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. But as you can see, I was trying to kind of see where a destroyer was. So if you could use actually some island, and you kind of figure out what your detection is, you can then see where a destroyer is. And there we go. So that's what I was kind of waiting for. But when you do shoot, I was using the edge of this, so I was only gonna be able to spot it, and my detection is a little like a little MLG pro strats. But I was using the edge of this island right here and the edge of that island over here to then spot. It would be a very narrow sliver of area where that destroyer could have been if our destroyer couldn't have spotted it, because of where the ring of my detection was just on here. If I was spotted there, I knew it was a destroyer right on that point right there, as I'm pinging it right here. Right on that point could have easily been a destroyer, and we would know generally where it is. So that was just kind of why I stopped there. I was trying to do it. And whenever I play ranked battles, I always come back, and this is the luckiest Kutuzov, I think, on North America. I'm surprised I just didn't absolutely Citadel the ever-living heck out of him. But he got super lucky. I think he survives like 3. Now that salvo was obviously a little high, but I figured some of those were pretty close, and we didn't get gifted a single Citadel on that guy. But trust me, we'll get our revenge in just a little bit. But when you get out of ranked battles, you tend to play, I would say, pretty damn good. You tend to play at a different level of play. You're a bit more focused. I would say you're probably playing some of the better play you will, because it's just a bit more serious of a gameplay. And so when you come into randoms, you will play some of the best games you will ever play. You just have a different way of thinking it, a serious play style, and you will just play better. I don't know what it is about ranked, it just does that for me. So this was one of the first games back, and it was an absolute monster. Yes, I'm in an extremely strong ship. That is the Hindenburg, this tier 10 ship that's insane. Wargaming buffed, when they buffed German HE, it was kind of like, why did you do that? It didn't need it. This ship has arguably some of the highest AA out of all the tier 10 cruisers. Has the best hydro, has some of the best torps, so has basically the best AP and reload. It has literally everything, and they made the HE better. So this is the ship I've been using to really get the newest with the new emblems. As you guys, if you guys didn't see my latest video, I'll put a link down below for the newest earnable emblems and the customizable stuff. You need to get X amount of damage. I think it's 95,000 for tier 10 ships over 100 games, which is pretty cool. And we're going to show this Minotaur a little bit how the AP works for German ships, and I think it gets a lucky extra life here, second life. But I threw some torps out really quick, and we're going to show him it's not really needed, and he's going to turn a nice broadside for me. And unlike the Kutuzov, the Minotaur did not get that chance, and boop, down he goes. I think we would have done a little bit more damage, but the guy wanted a little bit of more damage, so we ended up getting 1 Citadel, which I'll take. Minotaur down. Pretty cool Minotaur meme there. I don't know what it is about people wanting to always YOLO with Minotaurs and Neptunes, but hey, let them YOLO. It's as long as they're on the red team, I'll be all right. But yeah, the Hindenburg is just amazing. I'm trying to kind of roll in between, because they're capping A and C. So I'm trying to figure out where the best place to go is. And if you are playing North, I've done a whole map strategy of the video. You can look at Check it out. Don't be this battleship right here. Don't be this battleship. Don't be that guy. He's doing absolutely nothing. Don't be that guy. Don't be the battleship that goes decap. Destroyers, sure. Cruisers, sure. Don't be that guy. Don't be that battleship on decap. But anyways, I digress. This game is basically one with B and C. I tend to go A lot with this cap too because if you can hold down a flank, it's really, really good and you can really do some pressure. The only thing about caps like this, like A cap, the only thing about D cap that's so bad about it is, you hear me talk about it all the time on my stream, is just like Okinawa, there's such a giant land mass here that takes so long to get around. So he's been able to literally, I mean, he's probably been pumping in damage on this guy, but if there's no guy sitting here, he can do literally no damage to anything. So you're just basically out of the fight for a long time, and there's just nothing you can really do. So a battleship going full speed is going to waste about 5-6 minutes of the game just getting into position. So it's just a giant waste of time. Tend to stay places because you're a battleship. You only have enough time to do, at a 30-second reload, you're only going to have time to do a maximum of like 40 salvos. So you got to make those count. So if you are in a spot where you are going to throw away 12 of those because you just can't get a shot at anything, you need to be really aware of what's going on and where you kind of are. And when you play the Hindenburg 2, use AP in the right situations and use HE in the right situations. A lot of people, there's a nice Citadel right there. A lot of people fall in love with certain ammos. Like you see Zals, some Zals will only shoot HE because the HE is so good, and the HE is amazing on the Zal. But you can also rip battleships for 10k salvos with the AP, if not more, because of the massive shell. Same with the Hindenburg. So one thing about this is people always ask me on certain ships, like, what's the right ammo type I should use? When's the right situation? And there's a pretty basic rule that I like to follow and kind of tell people is, if you're a destroyer, just use HE. You can be very, very effective with that. And I'm kind of rolling away because I don't want that Conqueror to murder me. And I'm super surprised I missed this salvo, by the way. When you are playing a destroyer, just stick with HE. It's very basic. It will get you lots of damage and it will get you success. But if you're playing a cruiser, stick with HE most of the time. AP if something is a very broadside, and then battleship, just stick with AP. But there are of course very advanced situations where certain things are better. This and that, but as you get more and more and as you learn the game, so you should hopefully by tier 10 kind of know what you're doing. You can be very, very effective with using AP and HE in certain situations. I think we get to pick on another ship in a little bit, and you can see how even effective on an angled battleship, I believe it's this game, an angled battleship, we're still chunking out damage. I don't think it was this game. I played the Hindenburg a couple times, but learning ammo, when and where to shoot it can be extremely strong and can do a lot. Like that Conqueror is just shooting HE because I don't think he really knows how good the actual AP on the Conqueror is too. He could be extremely effective with AP and could have potentially Citadel'd me there, but instead he hit me with HE, knocked out maybe like a secondary, did a little bit of damage, and so he's just, just using kind of the easy way out. A lot of people don't know. It kind of surprises me the more and more I play. You're seeing, because it's easier to get to your 10s, the amount of people that don't know things because the training, the learning process is so much smaller and then so much easier in this game compared to what it used to be. So that trial by fire and learning how to do everything like that is kind of lost when you play. But the main reason I've been using the Hindenburg though is, there's this new stuff out, and I made a video yesterday. I'll put a link. I think I said I'll put a link down below about the new emblems and the new stuff you can learn. And already we're at 100k damage, which right there, that's my goal for basically every tier 10 ship, is getting 100,000 damage. And because I don't know, have that goal set up. But they have these new achievements for new emblems and new patches for World of Warships. So that's basically learning. That's not learning, but it's doing X amount of damage for certain classes, and if you do that, then you will get and then you will get basically a special emblem, which is pretty cool. And the one that is it's 95,000 average damage over 100 games, and it started tracking with the 0.7 patch. And with that patch, you want to do 95,000 average damage, and the Hindenburg is insanely strong at just doing damage. So with that, I think we're already over it. So that's what you want to do. But it's pretty cool. I made the comparison of like, almost like the Call of Duty. If you guys ever played, what was it, Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops 2 or something like that, they had special skins if you got X amount of kills and stuff like that, which we had actually brainstormed a while ago about being a cool idea. That if you got a certain amount of kills, then you got kind of a custom camo for your ships. So, and boom, there's a nice little 2300 on a lower torp belt. I think the Zumo right here is the example I was talking about, by the way, of how good the AP still is. Like right there, that guy was kind of angled away and I did almost an 8k salvo with just my front turrets, which is Hindenburg life right there. So we'll snag the Hindenburg as well. Down he goes, there's 3 kills. Yeah, we're kill stealing a little bit, but here, AP right here. This is Hindenburg German AP. German was known for the AP, and of course, with the recent buff to HE, it's pretty insane. So I thought about switching, but that's a 6,300 damage salvo with AP. But I did end up switching HE. He is angling kind of more and more away, so the HE on this is still insane. But we're just pumping out fires, pumping out damage. But what you have to do is, I believe it's for destroyers tier 10, I think you have to average 64,000 damage, which is actually a ton for destroyers if you guys ever played high tier, because depending on what you're playing, if you're playing a cab or you're playing, you know, something that's more gunboaty, then you'll have an easier chance. But if you're playing more like a torp boat, you're gonna have games where you have 100,000. You're gonna have games where you have nothing. If you ever played the Shima, you're gonna have games where you have like little to no damage. But for cruisers, it's 95k. I think for battleships, it's 108,000. And then for CVs, I think it's 130,000. If you do that for over 100 game stretch, then you get these special emblems. So those are pretty cool. It gives you something to go. And like I said, of course, Conqueror is one of the best ships to farm damage on, by the way, because the heals are so insane. But as I said, I use the example of Call of Duty because I thought back in the day that if you could get maybe like certain kills per ships, then you got a certain camo, that'd be kind of cool to rating up. And this new system, as we got Witherer, Confederate, and High Cal, this new system is pretty cool. It gives you something to kind of work on and kind of focus. And so we are just going to absolutely farm you guys. There's the 200k mark, which is always the sign of a pretty insane game. And we have a relatively healthy battleship over here. Tons of time left, and they aren't even focusing on me, which is amazing. So we're just going to keep knocking out damage. I'll take that all day. So in goes the AP shot on him. I thought the Conqueror might stay a bit more broadside. And boom, there's the Kraken. It's good to be back at randoms right now because, yeah, we'll take that. So the thing I'm going to do right now is the Conqueror kind of set up for it is I'm just going to rush this guy. I have so much life. The Hindenburg is almost uncitadelable when it's close, and its 6-kilometer torps are absolutely insane. So I'm basically going to bow tank this guy and just do some damage. It ends up being kind of an awkward situation, but he's going to turn broadside, switch to AP. But the whole thing was to hopefully push and then just get torps on him and then just kill him that way. So I'm going to be a Hindenburg, laugh at his AP because Hindenburg, amazing, just what it is. But he's going to do the whole kiting thing, and that's fine. We're going to shred him. We can just do so much more alpha damage. My whole team is going to help me as well. And right here was kind of interesting because he basically gave up on me and went to the cruiser off to my back right. So we're going to keep shooting some AP at the superstructure. We're at 240k right now. And since he was kind of angled a little awkward, I switched to HE. And just want to kind of help the team focus him a little bit. Because I was like, maybe they'll reach, maybe, I don't know. And I was getting annoyed about getting hit by secondaries. So what did I want to do? Just knock out those secondaries. Take him out with those HE. No big deal. There we go. Knocking out another one. He has almost no right side secondaries. So he's starting to switch it up. So we'll just knock out some more secondaries on this side. No big deal. And I figured I could go broadside right now. But I thought he might kind of just chill a little bit with that line, but didn't end up mattering. So 200, it's almost like you're buying a house. 249.97, and we didn't quite get the 6th here. 6 kills. Ah, almost. Stolen by the Conqueror, but it was alright. We got our Kraken, we got our Witherer, we got our High Caliber, and look at our life pool. Insane, 251,000. It's good to be back in randoms. Ranked season was over. It's good to get that done. I actually enjoyed it. I really enjoy ranked season, and hope you guys are enjoying the current game right now. There's a lot of new stuff to do and a lot of new stuff to take up your time. And just kind of having fun out there. Lots of new premiums out there too. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of the new emblems and the new kind of damage goals. Are you guys really pushing for them? Are you guys enjoying them? And what do you guys think of like these new kind of goals, quote unquote goals that Warships has put in? So, but that is it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Hindenburg's amazing. I love it. Hey guys, just want to add one extra thing, and as you can see, the Roma is here. It just went live today, but if you go into profile, you go into your modify the emblems, and you go into the emblems right here. Wargaming actually put in a pretty cool tool to track what your average damage is. I didn't know this was there until the other day, but you can actually track it. It'll show you how many battles you've played, what your average damage is, and if you are above or below that. Right now, we're with our battleship right there. I think we're just a tad under for that one, but where's our cruiser with that insane Hindenburg game? Yeah, so we played 2 games in the Hindenburg. We need to average 95,000, and we're at almost 163,000. So not too bad. But if you guys are going for any of this, the CV1, the whatever, they do have that that tool to kind of track it, so you don't have to mentally track it or whatever. So it is pretty cool. Just want to let you guys know where it was and that it is there. Okay, I'm leaving. Goodbye.